we're trying to avoid death.
Is there a firefighter out there? Is there a firefighter out there?
Is it water truck?
This is a water truck.
Coors Lights and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple of hours.
Is there a firefighter out there?
I never saw any fire trucks.
Did you see anyone spraying a fire at any time? Any water coming out of a fire truck?
No, I never saw any fire truck.
Firemen? Did you see any firemen?
Nothing.
Did you see any firemen with hoses and spraying houses down or anything? Do you see anyone fighting a fire anywhere?
No,
ever?
I never seen none of that.
Okay.
Like, I can't believe the firemen aren't here blowing this out.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
Like, I can't believe the firemen aren't here blowing this out.
Is there a firefighter out there?
Were there any fire trucks anywhere?
No, I don't think I saw. All I saw was the people that were directing us because of the power line. There was police officers that were telling everybody, go, go.
Yeah. Were there any fire trucks anywhere?
No, I don't think I saw. No, I don't think I saw. All I saw was the people that were directing us.
Is there a firefighter out there?
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill.
Is it water truck?
This is a water truck.
Coors Lights and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple of hours.
Like, I can't believe the firemen aren't here blowing this out.
All I saw was the people that were directing us.
We were just waiting for the firemen to come here. We probably waited like 3 more hours for the firemen to come, and then we just walked back.
Is there a firefighter out there?
Oh my God. It's like Lahaina is on fire. Oh my God.
Like, I can't believe the firemen aren't here blowing this out.
Terrifying. Oh my God, I hope there's no animals out there. Oh, and look at that. All right, I better go back to the bank area. Oh my God, look at this. Unbelievable. Power lines down. Look at that. It's like it's... Oh my God. Oh my God. There's somebody out walking in the middle of the street.
Like, I can't believe the firemen aren't here blowing this out.
This is unreal. Unreal. Oh my goodness, look at that vehicle.
Like, I can't believe the firemen aren't here blowing this out.
John won't believe it.
Yes, he will.
Yeah, he will, yeah. Ni inaangon na alam. Kahit tagari anak ko.
Diretso ka tapi dati kita man nila Google Map.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's on fire.
All these people's houses. And now it's gonna spread to that. Oh my god, look at that. Jesus. That's crazy. And I just realized people I'm being that guy in the video. Oh my god, dude. No way, bro.
Lahaina is fucking burning. There's a house right on Front Street. House completely engulfed in flames. We're talking traffic, and this is across the street. There's fires fucking. Look at this fucking shit. It's just fucking everywhere. You can't even fucking see. There's no cops anywhere. Can't know what the fuck's going on. Nobody came to evacuate us. Fucking trees are down. There was no warning of any fucking shit gonna happen. This is just utterly, look at little fucking fires. These are like fucking $1 million goddamn fucking homes over there.
Oh my god, this is insane. Lahaina's in flame, guys. Lahaina town.
Oh my gosh, what is going on?
Lahaina is in flame, guys.
Oh my fuck.
Holy shit. Oh, we can't be here. Holy frick.
Fuck, dude. What are we gonna do?
We're just gonna go straight out that way. Oh my god, this is insane.
Where are the fire trucks?
Oh, they can.
Oh my gosh.
Shit. Holy crap.
What are we doing? We should not be out here.
Holy crap.
Okay.
Man, Stacy, get out of here. Holy crap. Wait, that was an insane place to be right now.
That was like actually the worst.
in the fucking clear, bro. Not in the clear, but we gonna slow down just in case there's another car coming at us. And then we made the turn together. Damn it! That shit's like dry wood, bro. That's Kenyan. Because we might have been taking a walk. If we would have went earlier, yes. You might have saved that number. You might have saved our baby, yes.
The house has been burned down before, and then again. Real. Oh, Dad. I'm up.
Fucking burned. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
These power lines are dropping like flies. Holy shoot. Fire back up.
This is how it starts.
Yeah, we're done. Be careful right here. There's debris all. Yeah. No. No.
This is sad.
Fuck. It's fucking 2 doors away from my house. Mother.
No, folks, this is not the 4th of July.
Oh my god, that was hot. You're good.
Oh my god. Uh-oh.
You're good. Go on the right hand side. Yep.
glad to have steel around me right now. You're good. Yep. If there's something in the road, I'll get out and drag it out of the way. You're clear to go straight.
Oh shit. Where's the fire? The old country. Coolness. Oh.
We'll be okay. We're just keeping a cool head.
Yep.
We're coming out of it, it looks like.
That was the correct option.
Yeah, good call. There's a tree across the road way up here.
It's small.
Hopefully we can bring it. Did we lock the door?
Huh?
Dad, if you get me trapped in the car, then you're dead.
Mimi, chill out, okay? We're moving. If we get trapped, we're getting out of the car. We're gonna walk, run, okay? We're not gonna run as fast as we can because it's a smoky, but we're gonna get out of here. Yeah, that's what we're doing now, Mimi. We're trying to avoid death.
Is there a firefighter out there?
Probably. Who knows? They're probably putting me on fire. Have your phone, Mom?
Yeah.
You should call 911 and say there's a fire on Kumamai Street.
If I can dial out
Yeah,
here.
well, but 911's emergency line. Say multiple fires on Kumamai Street.
Huh?
Oh man, this house is about to go up in flames. Oh no, and it's just gonna spread from one house to another. Look at this, and there's nobody here on this. Oh my God. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. This is a huge problem about to kick off. Oh my God. Oh my God, so much fuel. And it's just gonna set the whole block off. Oh my God. Meanwhile, holy shit.
Oh, we made it. We're gonna line on the road now pretty soon. Oh, somebody's down right now.
This is a water truck.
Like, I can't believe the firemen aren't here blowing this out.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
Is there a firefighter out there?
I never saw any fire trucks.
Do you see anyone spraying a fire at any time? Any water coming out of a fire truck?
No.
Firemen? Did you see any firemen?
Nothing.
Did you see any firemen with hoses and spraying houses down or anything? Do you see anyone fighting a fire anywhere?
No,
ever?
I never seen none of that.
Where were all the firefighters that day? I wasn't there, so I personally can't speak on it. But from all of the clips I've seen, I have not seen a single firefighter. I have not seen a single fire truck. And I've watched hundreds of interviews with people who live in the area. I've personally spoke to people who live in the area, and everyone is telling me and everyone is saying that they never saw any firefighters, that they never saw fire trucks. They saw police officers, they saw police vehicles corralling people and blocking people from going certain directions, but they never saw the fire department that day. And I just find that kind of weird.
Send out an army, find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. There is no distance, cannot be covered over and over. You're not defenseless. I'll be your shelter, I'll be your armor. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS.
The men and women of the fire department, they swore oaths to save lives, and that's what they did. They swore oaths to save lives, and that's what they did. And that's what they did. And that's what they did.
This, I'm trying to think, okay? You have a line of stuff that's burnt right here. But then you have this big chunk of green right here, a big chunk of nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. But in between all of this is a perfectly burnt one section right here. Last place I can see, and this is why I like to watch the paths of the fire that I said, right? That's why I said that. Because this sticks out to you when you think of things like that. This means that somehow, from here, it jumped all of this, jumped all of this, jumped all of this, ignored all this. This got burnt, but didn't burn anything here, and this got burnt. And all this is clear. So it jumped and skipped all of this, but took out this one and this one perfectly. As you can see, the first notable thing, what everyone saw, look at their parking lot. Pristine roads. Nice and clean, easy cleanup. Look how melted and pulverized this building is compared to that one. Look at the road. Where's the ash? Right? Look how white and clean that is. Would have left something. How many of these is necessary for one building? Why do they need to go in every single direction? We have a random patch that we just came through here that goes right here, that line, see? From the water this direction all the way around to the other side now we've covered. It's 100% contained to this town. Fire started here. How is it that it's hot enough to destroy those buildings the way it did, but these not at all destroyed. It bounced to these buildings. It bounced to the one I showed you before. This footage, this says a lot. Hey guys, it's Rue here. Today I wanted to take a look at the footage that I came across with the Maui fire. I actually was not planning on doing a video, but this footage happened to come across my suggestions and I decided to take a look at it, and just through watching it for a few minutes, I couldn't I couldn't ignore a few details. This one hit different. Obviously, we all kind of saw the East Palestine, all the train derailments, and we all got fired up about it, and it seems like nothing's happening. It's just a land grab situation over there too, and this is what I want to look at. So we're just going to basically play this, and I might pause and show you a few things. So, as you can see, the first notable thing, what everyone saw, what everyone's been pointing out, there's these. Right? There was also a t-shirt store where all the t-shirts, so like say all this rubble right here was the store, all t-shirts are gone, but in the middle of it, underneath the rubble, was blue shirts. That color. Interesting for sure. But I saw this early on, and this isn't even why I said anything, or this isn't even why I decided to make a video, but
Because you think every car gets stuck over here. Burn it.
This is my van. My van. The one, I tell the one, move up. Nothing left.
This is drone footage taken August 11th, 2023 of Front Street in Lahaina. So this is the outlet mall directly below right now, and you can see, I mean, these buildings had metal roofs and there was you know, some steel framing, so they're not completely burned to the ground the way that a lot of the wood structures were. The building you can see that is still standing, I believe, is Foodland.
kind of look at just this. All your cars. Doors are all shut.
Này ở ngoài tuốt ở ngoài biển ngoài ngoại á. Mấy gì? Mấy gì? Ngồi đây có gì? Có gì? Ở ngoài ngoại á thì nó có ok nhưng mà sóng biển cứ chịu khó đi, kể như là nhà đừng có tiếng gì hết, cháy hết rồi. Con vô đây ngồi nè, đúng rồi, nhưng mà cẩn thận á, nếu mà có gì xuống một bậc nữa thì an toàn hơn. Dìm ơi. Ông người đó rồi, ổng đâu rồi? Rồi được rồi, mọi người đây được rồi, ngồi xuống đấy đi. Không chữa nổi nữa.
Right? So I like to just kind of take a look at where it is. So we know that a big chunk of fire came through here. And here's kind of like the edge of it, right? And then we have a section over here that's good. So about 2 minutes into this video is where it started getting interesting to me, because I had already seen the blue umbrellas, and I do think the theory is interesting. Not going to speak any further than that. You can look into it if you want to. This, I'm trying to think, okay? You have a line of stuff that's burnt right here. But then you have this big chunk of green right here, a big chunk of nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. But in between all of this is a perfectly burnt one section right here. Last place I can see, and this is why I like to watch the paths of the fire that I said, right? That's why I said that. Because this sticks out to you when you think of things like that. This means that somehow from here it jumped all of this, jumped all of this, jumped all of this, ignored all this. This got burnt but didn't burn anything here, and this got burnt. And all this is clear. So it jumped and skipped all of this, but took out this one and this one perfectly. I mean, look how hot it was. Look at the cars. Another thing I don't see a lot of, and we'll point this out later, when you have wildfires, you have a lot of ash. You certainly see a lot of white. Okay, you see that pattern? But not over here. It's very localized. I don't know if any of you have seen the footage from that day. There was a lot of smoke, like you could not see the sky. It was covered in smoke from burning all this. I mean, look out here. Look at all this was burnt. So obviously this is lighter. This is darker. This is where it's not. This is where it is. Okay? We'll get into this in just a second. But another thing. Look at how light it is over here. All that could have burned. And then this right here. Little patch. But then all this. So we have patches. And I don't see where yet the fire came from. We'll have to see if we can keep an eye back here. Okay, but that's that one. Let's keep moving. Just look at how it burned. And look at the roads. It's like it splattered the white stuff. It splattered. Look at how white this is. This, I don't know how to say this without saying it, but you don't have an even dusting of ash. Everything is right next to where it was. So I'm from Southern California. Like, those hills look very familiar. This is not California, but those hills look very familiar to me. I lived in San Bernardino when I grew up, and we had hills surrounding us, and they were always on fire because it's Southern California. It's hot. Wildfires happen. Ash. Ash was always a thing. Okay? And look at how this burnt slash melted. And as they wash stuff, as they spray water on things to cool it off, look at, you can even see the trail. Right? But the surrounding area is clean. These buildings. Clean. Let's keep going. Fire did go through here. Melted a lot of metal over here. Also went through here. Waved through here, right? Went that direction. Or came this direction. Either way. Look how clean it is. Okay. This much heat. Important thing maybe they wanted to keep untouched? I don't know. Not sure. And these cars, it's hard to say, guys. These cars, those tires don't look burnt. Okay, this is probably one of these guys here. There were some cars. There was a blue car that had tires burnt that you could tell made it through the fire and was still blue. So the blue theory, still interesting one. Okay, you see this? See if I can back this up just a tiny bit. Look at this. That reminds me of the buildings in the quote-unquote Great Fires that were individual, supposedly, that went around all the world in the 1800s. Like, this is actually some material of what looks to be stone. Like something exploded this building. It's the remnants of the Great Fires, quote-unquote. Look at their parking lot. Pristine parking lot. Roads. Nice and clean. Easy cleanup. Bring a street cleaner down here. No problem.
It's not just ash on your clothing when you take it off. It's our loved ones. That's the reverence. That's why we can't have you walking down there. And we had to arrest somebody for trespassing. And so if we want to keep doing this and slowing it down, keep doing that. Do a Freedom of Information Act and figure out who that person is. Tell that story. Knock it off.
Gone.
It's not just ash on your clothing when you take it off. It's our loved ones. That's the reverence. It's not just ash on your clothing when you take it off. It's our loved ones. That's the reverence. That's why we can't have you walking down there. And we had to arrest somebody for trespassing. It's not just ash on your clothing. Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off.
I mean, it's a very efficient burning that, aside from cleaning up the lots, leaves the infrastructure in place, leaves some of the nice places intact. And one of my favorite examples of cleanliness, this building.
The building looks good. 505 does not look good. 505 is gone. The only real damage is at the very top. You see there's flashing, and then right underneath the third to the last antenna tower, it's missing, and it fell on the ground. So that must have been the heat.
Couple things to note. Look how close this building was to that one. Look how melted and pulverized this building is compared to that one. Immediately right here. Okay, all the way. Not that building, but a little bit here. But look at this. And look how much of this burned. All the ash is in the same spot as the building. That just makes it easier to clean up, to be honest. But this building, even that one, the roof on it, look at the road. Where's the ash? Right? Look how white and clean that is. A wildfire with flames that can do this would have left something. Even the cathedrals in the Great Fires, they survived them, but they had flame marks on them. Look how white this is.
Again, a little bit of blistering up top in that corner. But then this whole side of the building, at the front side, is good. It's solid. Maybe a little extra charring there on the 6th floor. That doesn't look so great.
Another question. How many of these is necessary for one building? And why do they need to go in every single direction? That way, that way, that way, that way, more that way, that way, that way. And again, you see how that's all left undone? So what? I'm guessing the fire had to come from behind us. I don't know if there's footage back that direction. I'll have to go double check it again, but it's weird.
Some blistering. Going up a few floors, but not all the way to the top. I mean, all in all, we fared out very well. Yeah, this light post, this fence, I don't know, somehow broke, maybe melted. I thought this was Lori's or Peter's. I don't know who it is, but it fell over. And look at that. My frickin' plastic kayak survived. That should be a commercial for the kayak company.
I don't see where the fire came from or where it started. But left that building, left this building. These are nice buildings. All that. Not only that, but these buildings are clean. If these people wanted to come home, they could come home. It doesn't even look like they're really going to be all that affected by it. Perhaps by seeing everything, but they just... How are there no ashes? How are all the ashes contained to just buildings like this with the way that the wind was? The infrastructure is in place. The nice properties are in place. I mean, the tennis court, it doesn't even look bad. It doesn't really need much of a cleanup. Tennis court made it. Cut through here. I guess it came in here somewhere and then cut through here. And here. Left that one. And these. Man. Just the things that survive. There's the hillside. Still not sure where the fire came from, where it started. Just look. Look at this. Look how close. It even came into their yard a little bit, but the building itself is beautiful. How is this possible? What kept... Because I saw some stone buildings that looked like the stone was destroyed. Like exploded practically, not like a bomb or anything, but just quickly pulverized by something hot enough to do that. Man, and then all these things, look at all these, they're facing every single direction. I find that odd. How many they needed. My goodness, look at that. And then look at this up here. So where did the fire come from? I don't get it. I can't imagine someone like a wildfire started by a cigarette right in here, but didn't touch this stuff over here. Didn't touch any of the hills up there. Didn't go up where all that dry stuff is. But it did a number. Yeah, that's not a wildfire. So here's another good spot to stop. We've been over there to the right. We've seen the hills with no fire, so I'm guessing it has to have come from this direction, the left over here. But none of this touched. It somehow cut through here. Cut this stuff up. Right next to the waters, mind you. And went down that way. The direction of the fire I still cannot figure out. So we got all this burned here. So it made a cut through line right here and then spread out again this way. It didn't touch anything over here or here. And then, how did it get over here? Did it jump? Okay, I'm thoroughly confused. So there's a little brown there. There's smoke off in the distance, but we have a random patch that we just came through here that goes right here, that line, see? All this burnt, and then it squeezes into this little line down here. Until we get to this section where it kind of ends abruptly. So it would seem to me that it came from the right. But I couldn't find a start over there. And then I see stuff over here that's burned. So how did it get this stuff here in a skinny little line by the water? I don't understand which direction this fire supposedly came from. It seems to be very spotty here still. Like it's picking and choosing. None of that's burned. And I'm sorry, but lighting a cigarette out here somewhere is not going to do this. See, look back there. So the fire is very contained to this area that is right near the beach. So all this. But not up there. So it didn't come from this direction. So I'm trying to figure out how it got cut off over there, looking like it went to the left. That doesn't make sense. And then we have this section over here, back by those towers again, that's burnt. But then up there, it's green. You see what I mean? It ends up here. So it's very contained. it had to be. The only option I can see is some sort of brush fire or something that came through and supposedly was responsible for all this. Didn't touch those. Didn't even really leave burn marks here, it doesn't look like. That is up the hill, not where I want, because the fire didn't come from that way apparently. They're still going this way though. Yeah, see it cuts off in here. This doesn't even look like it's fire. Doesn't even look like this is burned. It just looks like darker. Because it would be more black and smoldering, I think. So it's very localized to the buildings. So again, where did it come from? Alright. Alright, so I went back to the beginning because I'm trying to get a view again here. No fire. No fire. But here. A little bit. And then here. See the hills up there? They're not burnt. We'll wait for this guy to turn because I know he does here soon. I don't want to see these hills. I'm hoping he keeps it up. You see that though? How that cut through here and then it just kind of stops here? And then there's all this is fine. But then again over here, it's not. But then all this stuff is. So there's a patch over there. There's patches over here. And I missed his rotation. Let's try that again. Look at that. Not burnt. So we now know from the water this direction all the way around to the other side now we've covered. None of that is burnt. So this fire had to start somewhere in here or in the town. Because this is burnt. That's really dark, right? Construction's not destroyed. Most exposed wood, most exposed all material available. If the fire started in here, because again, this is all not burnt, it's 100% contained to this town. If the fire started here, how is it that it's hot enough to destroy those buildings the way it did, but these, not at all destroyed. It bounced from out there to here. It bounced to these buildings. It bounced to the one I showed you before. It skipped so much. It didn't cut like a skinny line through and then reopen again. No, it straight up bounced from spot to spot to spot. I don't think it actually bounced, but you see my point. None of that's burned. Okay? The hills are perfectly fine. None of that's burned. What happened to this town? Why is it that the only thing that burned was the town and a tiny bit of land behind it? Most of it not. Most of it left alone. But back behind us, see, this is like red. I'm not so sure that's burnt as much as it is a different color of dirt, but the stuff behind here, right? See that back there is burnt. These buildings, right? But not these ones. These ones, but not the other ones. I think you guys get my point now. But now that it's blurry again. It should come back in a minute. Remember that building and remember these right here? Why do they need these things facing every single direction? Why do they need so many? This is not what these cell phone towers used to look like. These are completely different. I don't know what happened here. I have multiple theories and I'm not going to make a conclusion because I don't know. All I know is that none of this makes sense. And that these videos, this footage, makes it that much more obvious. None of that's burned. Somehow, a fire out in that or in the burnt part over there, super low. This is not like a flammable like you would expect California, with all the trees leaving all sorts of foliage all over the ground, which is easy to burn. This is... I can't see how a wildfire could cause this. I just don't see it. I think this footage is more shocking than anything else that I've seen. I've seen the theories on what caused it, but this footage, this says a lot. This fire is contained to this town. This town was intentionally destroyed. These 5G devices surrounding these and surrounding that, those poles, that is interesting. No matter what it was precise. It did what it wanted to do, exactly what it wanted to do, and didn't touch what it didn't want to. And it didn't leave ashes. Wildfires leave ashes all over the place. It's not what happened here. Streets are clean, not covered in ash. The buildings that weren't burned, not covered in ash.
Only a couple boats survived down on the other end. They look pretty ashed and scorched out. Baldwin House, banyan tree, and then down Front Street.
Boat over there. Christ Street Harbor. It's just like a big reset for Lahaina.
Yeah.
This is so sad.
The boy's still holding it down. Baldwin House, banyan tree, and then down.
The hills, not burnt at all. All that up there. There's burning up here for sure. But all that left completely alone. It only spread one direction and one direction only, and that was to the houses it wanted to, but not the ones it didn't want to. I think you guys see my point, but I'm gonna leave it at that. I guess we got a lot of stuff going on, and there's gonna be more stuff coming, so I'm sure I'll be covering more things, but head over here, check out this footage for yourself. There's a lot of interesting stuff there. I'm sure you'll spot a lot more than I did. There's plenty to be spotted. Plenty to be pointed out in this video, for sure. Check out the whole thing, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that bell. Peace out, guys.